All right, so we talked to you a little bit in the spring just about what the last year's been like. Can you describe a little more detail, just what it was like, having the partial tear and then working your way back to where you are now, just how it was for you?
It was tough at first just because we really didn't know what had happened in my knee. And then after a couple weeks, we found out I tore my ACL. And at that moment, sat down with Coach Halfley and he told me that, that he was willing to bring me back. So from that moment on, I just started preparing for the following season. Had a bunch of ups and downs, but it's part of the process.
What was the rehab like? Just what were some of the hardest parts, and what was kind of the end goal once you did it?
The hardest parts are when you have those good days and you feel really good, and then you go right back to having those bad days. I mean, you just gotta keep a good mindset throughout the whole time. It's really about mindset and just making sure you're recovering well, getting sleep, eating well, and staying hydrated.
What was it like just knowing the team has so much potential this year? I'm sure that was a big factor when you were deciding whether to come back.
Oh, I mean, it's exciting. I watched all the receivers have great years last year, and I'm just excited to come and join the team and be a part of that.
How do you feel now? Do you feel normal or still getting there?
Oh yeah, I feel like I'm pretty good.
Nice.
Have you kind of allowed yourself to think about what alumni might be like in 3 weeks when it's a full stadium again?
Yeah, I think we're all excited. We've been, camp's been going well. We've just been going against each other. We're taking it one day at a time though, but be lying if I say we weren't excited to finally have some fans in the stadium.
Being out there with Phil now consistently, what do you see out of him?
He's an athlete. I mean, he has a great arm. He's got great strength, and he throws the ball very well. I mean, he do it all.
With the receiving core so deep, how do you kind of make sure you get your targets, but also not overstep your boundary? How do you kind of balance those two?
Well, every day we just come to compete. We make each other better. The coaches do a great job of getting us all reps, so we all just push each other every day, and because it's that competition that we have in the room that is what's going to make us elite, or it'll take us over the top, I believe.
There's obviously a lot of hype around this offense, both locally and nationally now. How different is it to hear national guys talking about you guys?
We really try not to focus on that as much, because realistically, all the hype, but we haven't done anything. So we're still working just as hard as before. The hype doesn't really matter.